Reunion. Hello, y'all. I was selling crack on a private jet up in the hell and back. But no confusion, this a reunion. Hello, y'all. Welcome back. Get murder here. He counting money. He said, "Can man, the hell with rap. I'm only here to shit on niggas and piss on bitches. Welcome, ass. I bought jewelry and bikes, nigga. Black Benzes and white Vickers. Now I'm out here and I'm looking for more chandeliers and light fixtures. Nah. I don't like niggas, what's wrong with me? I'm a hype nigga, but this 44 turn to Michael Jordan. I look and say, take flight, nigga.
Welcome back to It Is What It Is. This episode is sponsored by Underdog Fantasy. The app is an easy way to make some cash just by making picks on your favorite players. Underdog is available in more than 30 states, including California, Texas, and New York, just to name a few. Make sure to support the show by hitting the link in the bio and downloading the Underdog Fantasy app. They'll also match your first deposit up to $100, and you get a special pick when you sign up. I'm Treasure Wilson, aka Stat Baby, along with your hosts Mase and Cam.
Killer, what's good, man? The good time that made us laugh, I'll wait back. I thought we get to see forever, but forever's gone now. It's so hard to say goodbye to yesterday.
Good morning.
I'm gonna miss y'all, New York. I'm gonna miss y'all. I told them niggas, man. They got me drunk.
Yeah, I had to put a moment of silence in, man.
We must have been reading each other, man.
Yeah,
I knew you
I
was
had a
going
moment.
in with black on.
Yeah, man. That's why we know each other. Pause, man. It's a somber morning, man.
Let me explain my outfit. It was a New York.
The new New York.
New York.
Yo. Oh, man. Oh, shit.
They thought it was the new
That
New
nigga,
York stat.
that nigga
So
still
I
won't
just
pick
put
the
my
phone
do
up.
rag on like the new York.
That nigga still will not pick the phone up. It's all good, man.
Stat, yesterday I saw you posting his niggas up telling them answer the phone.
Still won't answer for nobody. Niggas trying to get me to call him on the three-way. He won't pick up.
Nick told me, niggas said, yo, take it light on the Knicks today.
Yo, murder. See, thinking about it, murder. I was ready. Niggas don't know I was ready for the next round. I wasn't. Everybody settled for this round. They did this last round. I had everything ready. We was about to go.
Man.
Shit out of here, man. That shit out of here, man. I already knew it. I wasn't setting myself up. I was not setting myself up, man.
Well,
I was thinking, I said, man, it's game 7. They in New York, and Indiana got a light skinned nigga. You know, New York don't do well Indiana got a light-skinned nigga on
That's what history tells us. That's what history told us.
If they got a
History
light-skinned
told us
guard,
that.
and it's not gonna go well for us, man.
A light skinned guard who can shoot threes, it just doesn't go well.
You know who I blame for this? I blame Reggie Miller. Reggie Miller told that nigga Halliburton what to do when he get in there. Pause. He said, when you get in there, kill them niggas, man. I want you going for threes, man. He showed him where the rim is soft. Pause in the garden, and it looked like he came out there and exploited that.
Yeah. Let's start the show though. We ain't
Yeah.
even start the show yet.
Let's get into the game. I know Knicks fans everywhere just all coincidentally have disappeared. Nick's not here. Sen hasn't popped up. I don't know where anybody is. So, yes. So the Pacers eliminated, removed, destroyed actually the Knicks from the playoffs after beating them 130-109 in Game 7 at Madison Square Garden. I'm just going to ask you guys a general question. What went wrong for the Knicks?
Yeah, we need to go problem for problem. The first problem I saw was all the niggas that
Oh,
was
you want to
there.
go? Oh, hold on, murder. You gonna go problem? Then I go problem. I bet. Let's do that. I like that. You go first. You go first. Yeah. Let's do that.
The first problem with the New York Knicks was all the wrong niggas they had at the game. I think that was part of the problem.
Damn, that was gonna be my number one answer. I would damn. You stole. I gotta
Let's
go.
go
Finish
first
up.
and first.
Yeah. All right.
Who
Let's
did you
go.
see there that you said when I saw him, I knew they weren't gonna win? Because when I saw John Stark sitting on the side, I said these niggas.
Yeah. Yeah, man. Listen.
Yo, they
And
brought
listen.
back so many PTSD moments.
Yo, listen. I'm gonna do before because we'll be here all day if we just naming Knicks players. Let me just get this out the way. John Starks, Larry Johnson, Marcus Camby, Stephon Marbury, Larry Johnson, if I didn't say him already, a plethora
Yeah.
of niggas who ain't get the job done. It was niggas there who ain't get the job done. Stoudemire. Carmelo, I want Carmelo go. I'm not. We can't even go one on one. Let's get the whole Knicks roster out the way. Why the fuck are y'all celebrating the second round? What is this about? Anyway, yeah, Murray, we got plenty of time to talk. I'm gonna just go with the rest of the Knicks after John Starks, the whole roster who was there after that. Who else you got?
Who else?
Fine, I'll go again. Listen, I'm gonna be honest with you, and he's a friend of mine. I ain't got no problem. It's my brother. It's my homie. Once Ja Rule got in there, when they said when Ja Rule came and kissed the trophy, it fucked shit up. The streets is blaming Ja Rule. I'm telling you that right now. I'm not saying it's me, but the streets is blaming Ja Rule. The streets is going with Ja Rule.
Why?
I'm telling niggas, what happened? They said as soon as he touched the trophy, it was over. He said it was a done deal as soon as he touched the trophy, man. Hey, yo, you know what's fucked up? It's going to be bad for... Got my fault, murder. Go ahead.
No, I was thinking the same thing.
Yeah, they said as soon as he touched the trophy, it was over. Who else you got? Pause.
No,
You
I
want me to
don't
go
think
again?
he
I'll go.
jinxed it. But did you see the picture with Jada Kiss, Fat Joe, and somebody else standing there? after the
Yeah.
game. My nigga was back
Yeah,
out
my
there.
problem. I was going to jump into that too, because Kiss my man. Kiss my nigga. My only
Kiss,
problem with Kiss,
but I'm saying they look tight after the game,
nah, you know what my problem is with Kiss and Fat Joe? And them my brothers, I ain't talking about them. Hey, yo, bro, once we lose, get out of there. Why is y'all high
Yeah,
fiving Halliburton talking about good series and all that, man? Yo, no, that's my only problem with Kiss. Yo, we are not giving Halliburton a five talking about, nah, you did your thing. Nah, I'm leaving once it's a minute left and we down more than 10. I'm out, man. I'm out. I don't want to shake niggas' hands, man. That was my problem with it. Y'all, what are we giving up for? Talk about good luck next round. Nah, we not doing that. And they're my brothers, but nah, we
yeah.
don't do that. We out, B. We out, my nigga. Who else you got? Fine, I'll go
the,
on.
Knicks-
Tracy
the
Morgan.
Knicks
You
is
keep coming there like
dumb
you the biggest
face,
Knicks fan,
man.
Tracy Morgan. Tracy
Yeah,
Morgan, Chris Rock, Ben Stiller. Sweep the whole shit. Every year after year, y'all keep coming pause and you're fucking it up. The biggest homie of ever of the whole shit. Spike. They on you. Yo, Spike. Be careful outside. Keep some security with you. I'm telling you. The most shit I seen online was, and like I said, not talking about Ja Rule and Spike Lee. Everybody's blaming both of them. Spike, get out of
yeah,
there, man. You get out of there, man. Secondly, what I have to say about this is that New York, as far as the Knicks is concerned, we have to stop celebrating mediocrity. Everybody in New York was in glee, was happy, was jumping around. Listen, as an analyst doing this, I was trying not to be biased. Inside pause, I wanted the Knicks to win, but I've been let down for over 40 years. I'm not going to get hyped because y'all in the second round because the same thing happened last year. No, I'm not going to get excited. We got to stop celebrating mediocrity. Secondly, all these Knicks fans, let me tell y'all something real quick. Nobody probably gonna take it more personal than me and Murder. Y'all can say what y'all want to say about us making fun or laughing and not talking about them. We've been going through this for over 40 years. 40. We are from
yeah,
me and Mase, just so the rest of the country may not understand how this works. We are from
yeah,
Manhattan. Harlem is in Manhattan. The Gardens in
yeah. They
Manhattan.
run
So when
wrong
you got fat,
and
so when you got Fat Joe there, which is my brother, he's from the Bronx. They got Yankee Stadium. When you got 50 and Ja Rule there, they from Queens. They got the Mets. When you got Spike Lee there every damn day and he from Brooklyn, they got the Nets. Knicks is really ours. This is our borough.
yeah,
We're not gonna go
yeah,
crazy about it, but it's really our borough. We should be more mad than anybody. Period. Y'all got all these teams in y'all boroughs. The Knicks is ours, really. And we wasn't gonna go crazy because we seen this. Yo, Murder, this is Groundhog's Day. It ain't nothing but
yeah,
Groundhog's Day to tell the truth.
yeah.
It ain't
Do
nothing but this.
this.
This is going on for This is Groundhog's
So
Day for us. Ain't
even
nothing shocking.
it comes down, even when it comes down to to um to Brunson getting hurt, all of this is a part of what goes wrong. It's something bound to go wrong. We just don't know what it is. It's gonna be something that's just like, no, not that. You get what I'm saying? And we've been going through this pause for 40 years, bro. It's always something that we can't
Right,
explain. Like, come on, man.
right. I totally agree with you, mates. Because niggas will be like, yo, the injuries. Randall been hurt. Mitchell is hurt. Jalen Brunson's broke his hand. Like Mace said, wherever it is. I
Yeah.
don't care if it start raining in the garden while the game going on. Something will happen. Guaranteed,
Yes.
something will happen. With the me
Yeah,
and what the
somebody's
media
gonna
did
get
with,
arrested fourth quarter.
yeah,
Anything that
yeah,
could go
something will
wrong
happen. It
is
don't
gonna
have
happen right
whatever.
here in the garden.
Yes, something's going to happen. Listen, and they didn't do the Knicks no help because all they kept doing leading up to this game 7 was showing when Patrick Ewing missed the shot and finger rolled it for game 7 when they lost to Indiana in '95, I believe. This is what they've been showing for the last 2-3 days. That same clip, my nigga. What can go wrong will go wrong when it comes to the New York Knicks, man. And listen, as much as we talk about dissing the Cowboys and we don't want to talk about the Cowboys and this, that, and the third, the Cowboys at least won a championship, 29 years ago? 29
Yeah.
maybe? The Knicks ain't win in 51 years, man. Me and Murder ain't been alive to see the Knicks win. He
Yeah.
wasn't born.
Yeah.
He
Last
wasn't
time they
born.
won, Phil Jackson was on that team.
Yeah, Pat Riley and them niggas was playing. Come on, man. What can go wrong when it comes to the Knicks will go wrong. So listen, as much as we play games and shit on Dallas, not really play games, say our real emotion about Dallas, you got to do that with the Knicks too. You got to do that. You can't sit there and hold Dallas accountable, not the Knicks. Now, the reason why niggas hold Dallas so more accountable, because they're the most popular franchise in the United States. You know, that is Dallas Cowboys and the Yankees. And niggas will be like, oh, America's team, this, that, and the third. You got Cowboy fans all over. So that's why it's a little more egregious and niggas poke paws at the Cowboys more because them fans are just ridiculous. But you see, you get a taste of it, pause, when Knicks fans is winning. They traveled to Indiana. You know they couldn't wait to get to Philly. And ain't no telling what would have happened when they got to Boston. They going to travel if they could. But listen, to be honest with you, this is probably the best thing with Jalen Brunson with a fractured hand. Knicks wouldn't go to the next round. Everybody damn near hurt. And like I said, like Murder said, ain't really no excuse. Even OG tried to get out there today. Much respect to him. He tried, but he couldn't get it done. But the better team that's going to give Boston a better challenge, and then ain't no cakewalk for Boston either, went to the next round. Because once Jalen Brunson broke his hand, I said, exactly, this was going to happen. This is what happens.
And this is what I've been telling them the whole time when it comes to Jalen Brunson. I was telling them about how great he's playing, but a small guard is hard to stay durable the whole time through the playoffs. Small guards normally don't equate to championship teams. And I remember we brought up Isaiah Thomas. And the durability factor is what we're talking about. It's not that you can't be nice. It's not that can have the perfect layup package, pause. But then they brought up Stephen Curry, but he's shooting from half court. That's the difference when you're constantly going in there, pause, and banging with bigger players, getting contact, getting fouled and all of that. A short guard is not durable for that, and that's just something that they got to keep in mind. Not that he can't run his back next year, but you're gonna need some other players. You're gonna need, and I was still venture to get into the trading Randall and different people like that, but you're gonna need some other pieces. This was a great run though, but it's nothing new that we've seen. Is they always come up short when it really counts, and today was the only day that counted. It really doesn't matter what happened before.
I think
21 losing by 21 in the guard, unacceptable. Not in no game 7. That's totally unacceptable.
Yeah, I think me personally, and you could be correct, I'm just giving my opinion. I really believe that the Knicks losing today saved Julius Randle's spot on the Knicks. My opinion,
Yeah,
because they like,
I agree with you. I definitely agree
yeah,
with you. You see, they
and
need to
not
be.
saying he won't.
They need to be
Yeah,
when he went down. Pause.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. That may have because I was saying to myself, if they get to the next round, the phone calls for him is going to be in. What y'all got for him? But this may have saved this spot on the Knicks. And don't get me wrong, they still might be on the phone for him. Because what we realized is this, Murder, we ain't realized nothing else. Jalen
Yeah.
Brunson included.
Mm-hmm.
Every starter for the Knicks went down. So when you say small guard durability, you're 100% correct. But the Knicks' durability as a team is fucking ridiculous. You said,
Yeah.
oh, he's hurt. Yeah, that goes to the nutrition and the durability of your team. And so, as much as people like, oh, we had an injured player. Look, Joel Embiid played, what was it, 6-game series on a fucked up knee. Nigga had Bell's palsy. The nigga eye kept blinking, just one eye. had 35, 50 points is the best he did. And I can't sit there and tell what injury from one injury from another and what hurts more and what doesn't, pause. But at the end of the day, stop telling us about injuries. You're not durable, because what happens is this. Don't get me wrong, you miss your starters, you miss your starters. But when the people that come in to substitute for you, they're not out the crowd. You didn't go pick them up from a YMCA. You ain't pick them up in 24-hour fitness. These are NBA players. They play in the NBA. So listen, it ain't like it's your bench, and I get it. It's not the same as the starters, but that's part of the GM's job, to make sure that you get a decent bench to where you can try to compete. And that's just the way it is for me, man. And don't get me wrong, like I said, people like, Kim, well, what team do you know has a bench team that can beat a starting five? I may not know one. I'm not saying I do, but that's the GM's job. For it's called Allstate. It's called State Farm Insurance, just in case something happens. That's what your bench is. It's your insurance, man. Just in case something happens, man. And they niggas ain't have no good insurance.
Yeah, and I think when it comes down to this series, it's just they didn't come out with the urgency. I think that's another thing that caused them to lose. That Indiana came out with the urgency and the tenacity about what this Game 7 meant. And that's why I said I blame Reggie Miller, because I know he gave them the mindset. Like, when Halliburton was shooting, you know how some people are shooting to try to score? He was shooting for the ball to go in. Pause. Like, it's a difference. He was being deliberate about everything that he was doing. And that's something that you only learn either with the right mentors or with time. Some people are just shooting shots, and then another person is leaving it there like, no, this is going in. I'm doing everything to make sure this goes in. It's not I'm shooting to get a shot off to see if it goes in. It just looked like he was deliberate about everything he was doing. And that made the difference. Even the steals, he was going for exactly what he was going for. When he got the breakaway, he was definitely looking to finish them off. And he is almost like he was playing with more knowledge than the New York Knicks guards were playing with. And that's just the best way for me to describe it. Sometimes, when this happens, the older guards tell the younger guards, well, you'll get your turn. Right now it's my time. And that's basically the way of saying, today you learned the lesson that was valuable. I already knew that's what was going on. What do you think about that, Keller?
No, you're absolutely correct. I think that's a great take. What I was going to
Yeah.
add on to what you're saying, I have nothing to disagree with what you just said. That was a great take. What I will add on to is this, and I know that OG was on the Knicks with a championship, but when you had a key player that's been on the championship team like Siakam, and they made a great
Yeah.
trade for him at the deadline, and not only a player who was a key piece on the championship team, you have a championship coach. So now you have a
Yeah.
championship coach and a championship player that's telling y'all, listen, we've done this. Because you got a basically young team with Halliburton and Turner and the rest of the
Yeah.
guys. So you got a veteran coach that's won a championship. You got a veteran player that's won a championship. And they're saying, trust me. I'm telling you, this is what we need to do. And that holds a lot of weight, as opposed to saying, yo, we all went to Villanova, nigga, we could do this. No disrespect. But you got to spend some
Yeah.
more time together in the NBA. You see what the fuck happened in the Caitlin Clark right now.
Yeah. They're like, when we go out there, we're gonna take this game out of the refs' hands. This is not gonna be based on what the city thinks. This is gonna be, when we go in there, we're still in this game. We're taking this game from them. We're not even gonna let them get ready. And then that's what it looked like they did. By the time the Knicks were ready to play, they were already down 12. When they really started playing, they were down 12. And Indiana never looked back.
Okay, so I have to put myself in the shoes of a Knicks fan, because I bet they would have questions for y'all that I need y'all to answer. So obviously we know that Jalen Brunson
Shit,
exited the
Papa,
game with a fractured left hand. And obviously, the Knicks had a lot of different injuries for different players and all of their starters. Do you guys feel like the outcome would have been different if everyone was healthy? Or do you guys still feel like Indiana put up a very strong fight and they still would have been, the top contenders?
Stat, to really answer your point, I think it's something wrong with the New York organization. I didn't want to really go this far, but you don't get this repeated outcome with new players from different generations, new coaches from different walks of life, and you get the same exact outcome from Indiana. I don't know what happened between New York and Indiana, but it's something that happened. And somebody need to do a research on it. Maybe that's the documentary Spike need to do. Like, go back and look at what's the bad blood between New York and Indiana, because Mike Tyson went to jail in Indiana. Reggie Miller did us dirty, pause from Indiana. And now we gotta say Halliburton. Halliburton came in there, and I mean, them light skinned niggas from Indiana. That's all I can say. I'm not a colorist, but this definitely seemed like it's something bigger than natural. Pause. It's spiritual. It's not a. I don't want to say a curse on New York, but it's something in that realm. I don't know what the owners did. Somebody did something. It's a reason why New York can't get past that level. And no matter who they bring out, like Killer said, it was Tracy Morgan here. Who else over the years? It was Adam Sandler. Some of the biggest stars you could ever see, Chris Rock, and
Jamie Foxx
basketball
went the other
players.
day.
Yeah, Jamie Foxx, and you still don't win. This is crazy. And I saw even Fat Joe there. It was so star studded. 50 Cent was at a game. So it's not the stars that are there. What's you tell me, Stat? What's causing them to not get it done? Pause. What do you think it is? It ain't the jerseys. They switched the jerseys. It's not the coaches. They switched the coaches. It's not the players. They keep switching players. They keep losing to the same team, Indiana, in horrific
And listen,
form.
and listen, Mason. I mean, Indiana's a big focal point, but they lose to Atlanta too, or whoever else. They lose. They constantly lose to different people. And you made a great point. It's generational. I think they said, I'm not sure when the Pacers played last time against the Knicks, the nigga Jalen Brunson father was playing, man. So
Yeah,
now it's generational, really, and blood related. Not,
yeah, yeah. Right.
niggas is
Yeah.
losing father to son now, both to Indiana. So your question is, it's always going to be that question, no matter what it is. If we wasn't hurt, know what time it was. They were saying that before the game. I said, here we go. Y'all niggas is copping please at 11 in the afternoon. But you know what? And Sin brought this up. He jinxed himself. Them niggas be jinxing themselves too, trying to act like they not worried, but they is worried. He made a point, and he probably pays more attention to this than others, and New York fans probably do too. You know, me and Mase got to cover a lot of shit, pause. But he said they never win in the afternoon. They needed a night game. So I ain't even pay that no mind if they all they losses is in the afternoon.
They didn't
I ain't
have
even
their
pay that
nap.
no
That's
mind.
what have their nap. They needed a nap.
Yeah, man. So to answer your question, Stat, they gonna say that, but like May said, the garden may need a spiritual cleanse. I don't know what size sage you need to cleanse that shit out, bro. It's in the seats.
Yeah,
It's in the fucking
they
banners.
lost.
They gotta go.
Yeah, they lost today for what they did to Charles Oakley. I think they're putting Charles
Yeah, man.
Oakley out.
Yeah, it been going on before that murder though. Charles was a part of the losses too. Listen, man, they all part of the losses, man. And listen, you know, everybody, huh?
You remember the missed layup? Who was that by Smith, Charles Smith?
It was Patrick Ewing one year and Charles Smith another games. 2 different games, but both of them niggas, yeah. Listen, and you know what? People get mad at James Dolan. James Dolan got to sell the team. James Dolan Let me ask y'all Knicks fans. I'm just asking. And y'all could tell me, y'all probably be in the comments and tell me a million different things. What exactly James Dolan do or didn't do that y'all want him out so bad? Pause. He's a terrible owner. Yo, y'all want to pay Carmelo? He paid Carmelo. You want to get Latrell Sprewell? Cool. You want Isaiah Thomas to be the coach? Fine. You want Phil Jackson to be the general manager? Fine. You want to pay Porzingis? Fine. It doesn't just like Stephon Marbury? Cool. You want Larry Johnson from Charlotte? Cool. You need Xavier McDaniels? Yeah. What is the damn problem with y'all getting so mad at James Dolan? And I never really see him be like, nah, I ain't fucking with it. I don't like that move. I really don't understand what he did because he works on Wall Street. It isn't like he's sitting there trying to act like he's running basketball operations day to day. He ain't Mark Cuban when it come to that. He ain't one of them owners that be running on the court and doing all that other shit. He has to hire the best people possible to get the Knicks in position to win. Pause. He's not acting like he's a basketball mind, but so many people be like, we're not going to win till Dolan get out. We're not going to win till James Dolan leave. And I'll be like, damn, I think he tried to hire or pay everybody niggas wanted, and it just don't work out. So Knicks fans, please let me know what he did or didn't do that y'all be so mad at him year to year. Did James Dolan get everybody hurt this year? Did he trip motherfucking Mitchell? Did he punch Josh Hart in the ribs the other night when his ribs was hurt? What the fuck y'all be so mad at this nigga for?
And then
That's a good question.
Right. And then I know at one point we were ranking who we thought were the best point guards on the East, right? So with Jalen Brunson's performance, do you guys still have him at that top slot, or does this loss kind of invalidate that for you guys? What is you guys' standpoint on Jalen Brunson as a player as of right now? Mase first.
I still got him. I still got him number 2 after Kyrie. You know, I mean, I was honest in saying that. So the guy I kind of picked went to the next round. You know, but I'm an expert. You wouldn't want to ask me. I already knew this.
Look, my opinion is this: Jalen Brunson's sensational. What Jalen Brunson had this year, and I'm not downplaying it whatsoever. Nothing at all. Not at all. His shit is tremendous. He probably is the best player in the playoffs until yesterday. Or if not the best, top 3 at least. But he had a unique situation.
Nah, you're right. You're right,
Julius,
Killer. He was the best. He was the best player in the playoffs before that.
now hold on, because I got some things to add. You ain't got to switch that up because I have some things to say. That wasn't where I was ending at. Because to me, I have, like I said, there's a couple layers I want to add on to this. Pause. But he had a unique situation, and when I say a unique situation, I'm talking about when you get the green light, and it's so green that you be like, nah, I got to make the most of this. Like, Murder, you know what it's like to have a green light and don't care what the coach think, and your father coaching, and you hot too. Don't get me wrong, he was hot. But you gotta like you want them like when they be like, oh, nobody had more 40-point games than him. Nobody. Every game he won, and I was incorrect because I remember the first game I was like, well, they get 40, they not gonna win. And he got 40 after 40 after 40 and was winning. And I stand corrected with that. But watching the games, you need them 40 to win. He needed them. You know, if you got Jalen, pardon me, not Jalen, if you got Julius Randle in the lineup, you don't get as many shots as you was getting. And don't get me wrong, DiVincenzo and Hart and everybody played their position. Even DiVincenzo had a few 30-point games. And it came off the energy of Jalen Brunson. But you got your full roster there, especially Julius Randle. You don't get as many shots as you're getting. So you had a unique situation this year, and all them 40-point games obviously were needed to win because they be like, Ant-Man ain't have no 40-point games, and he had more. Well, he had 2, but he ain't have more than Jalen. I'm like, yo, y'all got to pump the brakes, man. He got a little more help than Jalen Brunson, so it's a different scenario. Secondly, I'm not taking him over SGA. I'm just now I know Oklahoma City lost, and we're probably going to talk about that in a few as well. But god damn, bro, that nigga, he just waited a little too long to take the game into his own hands, and he made that dumbass foul at the end. But god damn, bro, you looking at a mixture of Kyrie, pardon me, not Kyrie, of Kawhi Leonard and the grace. I'm not saying the playing ability, the grace of Penny Hardaway. Like, bro, this nigga's smooth. He's not rattled. His mid-range game is crazy. He hit the 3 when he needs to. He also plays defense. It isn't like he don't play defense. Yo, bro, that guy, and like I said, to me, and like I said, I'm pretty sure we'll talk about it in a few, but they had a decent lead, and when they were down 7, if Lee went to 7, he said, all right, let me turn it on. Well, I think he should have said, nah, when this shit got in single digits, he should have turned it on immediately. But we'll get to that later. But for me, Jalen Brunson, it was sensational. He's been playing the best, if not top 3 in the playoffs thus far. But we have to stop, because the thing about it is this. When you play for the Knicks and the Knicks are winning, and I'm not, like I said, I don't want to seem like I'm taking any credit away because he's sensational. It's different. It's different because the Knicks is the Mecca. The Garden's supposed to be the Mecca. Like if Kevin Durant and Kyrie Irving, when they initially went to Brooklyn, would have went to the Knicks, you know what? They didn't understand the magnitude, my personal opinion, of what that would have meant to New York. Like winning with Brooklyn would have been cool, but winning with the Knicks would have been something totally different. And that's why Jalen Brunson stepped up to the plate. He did everything he could do, magnificent. But if I'm picking a team, I'm going with SGA and then probably Jalen Brunson, because SGA is sensational as well. And I'll end this real quick with, and I know Stat asked the question, but I wanted to bring this up, Murder, because I actually text Big Bro a little while ago, well, last night, a few hours ago, Stephen A. Smith, because Stephen A. Smith made a list, right? And the question was this. This was the question, and I want you to answer it or put your order, and I'll tell you my opinion after you go. He made a list of top small guards with the greatest playoff run. The greatest playoff run was small guards. His list was number 5, Allen Iverson, number 4, Steph Curry, number 3, Damian Lillard, number 2, Kyrie Irving, and number 1, Jalen Brunson. Jalen Brunson. That was his list of greatest playoff run.
Who was number 2?
Kyrie.
Listen to the list one more time, because I'm going to tell you, because I got to say what I got to say. Listen, number 5, at number 5, Allen Iverson. Number 4, Steph Curry. Number 3, Damian Lillard. Number 2, Kyrie Irving. Number 1, Jalen Brunson. Greatest small man playoff run.
He is out of his mind, bro. Let me tell you why he's out of his mind.
And then hold on, Mase. Hold on, real quick. Hold on, Mase. I want you to answer this. After the Knicks lost, I text him, and I said, "You ready to change your list, man?" And he said, "Nope." I answered the question the way they asked it to me. And I'm not gonna let people twist it around the way they want it to be. So that's the big bro. I gotta tell you what he told me.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, what do you have to say about this list?
It's bogus, because you're missing one of the greatest small guards ever, and that's Lord Zeke. How is Lord Zeke not on that list?
Yo! I said this.
How is Lord Zeke not on that list?
Bro, I said this to him. I said this, bro. I said this, man. Go ahead, Murder. I didn't even want to interrupt you. Go ahead, man.
Yeah. There's no way you got Lord Zeke not on that list, and I love Dame, but I don't got Dame over no Isaiah Thomas, the bad boys, nigga. Now, I'm talking about the Detroit Bad Boys. You can't use
Yeah,
that
let's be
other
clear. Yeah, let's just be clear. Let's make sure we clear.
Detroit. Yeah, Detroit Bad Boys, Lord Zeke, Isaiah Thomas. Are you kidding me? Now,
I said
he's
this.
talking about runs. What run is better than a repeat? Zeke was going crazy
Yeah,
and
yeah.
winning on every level. Beat Jordan, beat Magic. What run is better than that? Who these niggas beat that was better than
And
that?
hold on, yo, and beat Larry Bird, nigga. Don't forget.
Yeah, and Larry Legend. He beat all the Hall of Famers. The niggas that was on, he beat the whole Dream Team list. Yeah, let's keep that in
Yeah,
stat. He beat the
yeah,
Dream Team starters. All the
yeah,
Dream Team starters he beat.
yeah,
What was that? Ewan? Who else? Jordan,
yeah,
Bird, Magic. Yeah, this nigga Charles Barkley, nigga. All of them
yeah.
niggas out of here. So how is it that he's not on that list? Now I like, Kyrie makes sense, but yo, let's stop being disrespectful, bro. I'm not putting niggas above AI, man. Like, let's stop acting stupid now. I know a nigga had off the court problems, but we talking about on the court. Come on, this nigga ain't even need practice, man.
So
This
murder.
nigga didn't
What
without
would be your list?
practice.
What would be Mace? What would be your list?
Oh man, I would definitely have to put. I definitely would have to put Isaiah Thomas.
First,
Um, yeah,
I
nigga,
want
he
to know
won
in
it all.
order. Yeah, yo, bro, I'm just
Yeah,
asking. I'm just asking. I'm gonna give you my list. That's what I'm asking.
yeah. I got Zeke. I got Stephen Curry. I got Kyrie. I got Jalen Brunson. And who else was in that list? But it was not Dame. Who else was in that list before Dame? You got
It was Iverson,
and they
Steph Curry, Damian Lillard, Jalen Brunson, and Kyrie Irving.
yeah, and AI be in that list too. But I wouldn't have AI fifth though. AI got to be like at least third, third.
What's your Mace? What's your order, man? We asking
Oh,
you now. What's your
my
order?
order. I'm going Isaiah. I'm going Isaiah. I'm going second after Isaiah. I'm going Stephen Curry. I'm going AI. I'm going Kyrie, and whoever else is left after that. Jalen Brunson, fifth.
So Mace, you said your list is Isaiah Thomas, Steph Curry, Allen Iverson, Kyrie Irving, and Jalen Brunson.
Yep.
And so you're taking Damian Lillard, the one who was doing this to niggas, sending them home
Bye
with
bye.
this. You
Yeah,
taking
yeah.
you taking because he went to a Western Conference Finals.
But he was what
I,
Jalen Brunson was getting 40, 40, 40, 40, 40. It just seemed crazier because he was in New York. You know, sometimes it's the market you do it.
listen, no, your list is your list. I can't. I'm not
Yeah,
debating your list. I'm not. It's your list. It's your
yeah.
opinion. I
That's
just, Damian Lillard was pulling up over. I sent Paul George home. Russell Westbrook niggas was talking crazy to him. Hit the niggas with the Dame time. But niggas be forgetting.
yeah.
Now, I'm not disagreeing
Dame.
with the. I'm not
You
just.
could
I'm,
put Dame. You could put Dame as a tie with Brunson, but I wouldn't put it
yeah,
past Brunson because Brunson changed his whole franchise around with what he did in these playoffs. Real talk. He gave them new hope
right.
that they didn't have before.
This is true. This is true. My list goes Isaiah Thomas number one,
Hmm.
Allen Iverson number two for me because he really went to a championship by himself. The shit Jalen Brunson was doing, Allen Iverson went to the chip and dolo, like the real dolo. Nobody but a nigga to rebound and move out the way. And you really lost a prime time Kobe and Shaq.
Yeah.
Yeah, a prime time Kobe and Shaq. And got a game off in the middle of it. After that, I'm going to go with Kyrie Irving because the year before he was, Golden State and Cleveland played back to back 4 years, I believe. And the year he was hurt the first year, and they didn't win, him and Kevin Love. The next year he came back. You could arguably say he saved one of LeBron's ring. Him and Ray Allen too. Ray Allen in Miami hit clutch shots, but everybody was on this Steph Curry wave. And so I'm not saying they aren't now or shouldn't have been then. But Kyrie came and said, "Oh, y'all must have forgot," and put niggas to bed. Pause, man. So I'm putting Kyrie after AI. I'm gonna go with Steph Curry after that because as amazing as Steph Curry is, and you wouldn't have championships without Steph Curry. He hasn't always had the best playoff run when it comes to getting to the championship. Now, semi-conference finals, conference finals, amazing. But when we're talking about the longevity of the playoffs, he only got one MVP in all the championships that he won. And I think he had a sensational season, but I wouldn't put past anybody that I just named. And lastly, man, I like the tie between, and I know they make a great point about Jalen Brunson, but I'm going to put him in a tie with Damian Lillard, that Portland run with Damian Lillard. That would be my list.
Yeah, I'm not mad at that. That's kind of what I was saying. If somebody wanted to put them as a tie, they have every right to. They're right there with each other, Paul.
Okay, we're going to go to break. When we return, we will talk the Timberwolves versus Nuggets game. Don't go anywhere.
She called this thing about toxic. 4 years and counting. Got you feeling like an option. Maybe I'm my own problem, babe. She tired of hearing I don't know. My stubborn in me won't fall. Dealing with this thing called trust. But she really thinking about it. She wanna be free. Why am I in this woman way free?
Welcome back. Now let's get into our Underdog Fantasy picks of the day. On Tuesday, the Pacers will play the Celtics. Underdog Fantasy has Jason Tatum at 29.5 points. Do you have him higher or lower, Mase?
Lower.
Lower.
Hey, Jalen Brown is at 9.5 rebounds and assists. Do you have him higher or lower, Cam?
Higher.
Yeah, higher. Batman, I have higher than that.
Okay, and Tyrese Halliburton is at 4 rebounds. Do you have him higher or lower, Mase?
Higher.
All right.
I'm going to go lower.
Okay. Download the Underdog Fantasy app and you can make your picks too. So another good game. The Timberwolves overcame the largest halftime deficit in Game 7 history, beating the Nuggets 98-90. So how did you guys feel about the game and how do you guys feel about the Timberwolves advancing?
Title Town is on the move. That's all I can say. I said earlier in the playoffs, I had this notion. I said it. I said Title Town may be on the move. I saw the first 2 games, and then, the Nuggets came back, Paul, so strong that I was just like, man, maybe they're going back to real form. But And Ant-Man didn't even have 40. That's the strange part about this. He didn't even go as crazy as he normally goes, and he still got it done. Maybe just with Towns chipping in his points, and this is something to really think about because when you lose to a team that's young, they're only gonna get better. That's the thing. So the West, remember I said this, if Denver loses, this is good for the NBA because now it's more competition. We don't know who's gonna win next year. Right now we know we're gonna have a new champion. We don't know who it's gonna be, but we know we will be looking at a new champion. Somebody will be adding this to their banners. And if it's Boston, it's the team. Boston has already won a lot of championships, but Indiana, if it's now Dallas have a championship, but Minnesota would be crazy. The city would never be the same again if they could win a championship. So I'm rooting for Minnesota, Ant-Man. He sent Cam his sneakers. I didn't get my sneakers yet, but I'm definitely going to a Minnesota game. Killer, let's go. We got tickets. We got to
Let's
pull
go,
up.
man. Listen, yeah, man. It's a great game, man. I watched that whole fucking game, bro. And this will be the 6th year straight though, Murder, that it's be a new champion. 6 years in a row, I think they talked about, if I'm not mistaken, that we have a new NBA champion. So it is some parity in the league, and I think that's dope. Not knowing who's always going to win for a
Yeah.
fact. But I watched this game, man, and listen, man. The NBA, what I realized is that an NBA game is long. Pause. And I don't mean that in a bad way. I mean that in a good way. Like in this NBA, the way they shoot, the way they run and gun, the way the 3-point shot is very much used from a lot of teams. A 20-point lead ain't safe because they were up 20 points in the third quarter. I'm talking about the Denver Nuggets. And you kind of watched them just deflate. Pause. It was like a boxer who starts off good and you could tell his stamina was just going down. You could look at it and see it's just going down. You up 20 with about 9 minutes left in the third, 8 minutes left in the third. By the time the quarter's over, you down 1 point. This was the biggest turnaround in Game 7 ever with somebody leading by more than 11 points at halftime. And for them to win with a 30-point swing, it was a 30-point swing because they ended up going up 10 points. So you're down 20 and end up winning by 8, but they were up 10, so they had a 30-point swing. And I just sat there and watched the Denver Nuggets deflate in front of my eyes. Pause. Like, you seen the Joker get tired because the Joker played every minute but 1 minute. But listen, he wasn't tired to the point where he wasn't trying. Jamal Murray starts the game off with 24 points. He's quiet the second half. Ant-Man said, I love that Ant-Man because he talks shit. Ant-Man said, yeah, you know what happened? I had to go in the second half. I put him in handcuffs. He said he threw pause. He said he put Jamal Murray in handcuffs. That's the type of shit he was talking, my nigga. Nas Reed comes off the bench, plays exceptionally well. Defense, added 11 points. We see why he's the 6th man of the year. And the kid fucking McDaniel, yo, bro, these niggas came back from a 20-point deficit. And you see Denver deflate, and you see the confidence grow on Minnesota. Ant-Man of course, Ant-Man, he started off really slow because they were trapping him all game. He was mic'd up. And you hear him tell Jamal Murray, stop trapping me. Why y'all trapping me? Jamal Murray said, because we got to. And he started off really slow, but Cat contribution was big. And even Rudy Gobert was crashing the boards. He was making exceptional shots that he doesn't usually make. His effort was tremendous, even though if the numbers don't reflect that. But this is part of getting your bench together. As much as I don't even want to admit this, because Sin always talk about this shit, but it's the truth. I just like to argue with him. And I know, listen, once you get your ring, you want to go get your money. I understand that 100%. But this is when Denver probably needed to figure out what they needed to pay Bruce Brown. Bruce Brown should have probably figured out, all right, if I'm gonna take a few extra million because I already got my ring, let me figure out how I could work this out with the Nuggets. Maybe y'all can meet each other halfway. If you couldn't, you couldn't. It is what it is. I'm not knocking the nigga go get this paper. But he was a very important key to their championship last year.
Yeah.
And you could tell by the bench scoring this year of the Nuggets, he was needed. What did he do? He ended up signing with Indiana. Then he gets traded to Toronto. Now, last shit I read is they talking about they gonna trade him. Toronto, that is. So now you become a journeyman in one season. You better try and find your way back home. Try and find your way back home, my nigga, because you fit in the system. Y'all are all still young and y'all still got an opportunity. And obviously, their bench can't get it done. I'm talking about the Denver Nuggets. Think about this, Murder. The size that Minnesota has with Karl Anthony Towns and Cat. Nigga got no light. I'm talking about, think about this. Jordan, DeAndre Jordan, that's the nigga name from the Lob City ass nigga. He played for Denver now. No, how he don't get no minutes with this big man matchup? Yo, bro. I don't know. I can't say how Mike Malone's coaching is or right or wrong, but you got these players. They must not be doing shit in practice that you can't use them at least for 4 fouls, if nothing else.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? There's no reason that you don't have a 7-footer, 7-1 for that matter, and you don't put them in. Secondly, if you see how what's going on in the landscape, even though these big men are hitting threes, I'm talking about whether it's Cat or whether it's the Joker, whoever. Joker didn't shoot that well from 3 last night. I don't know what this nigga did, and I know he's older now, and, you know, it might be over because, you know, he's 38 years old. I don't know what the fuck he did or why nobody picks him up, but I'm talking about Dwight Howard. Athletic. He's going to fight for rebounds. He's still in wild good shape. Pause. Why haven't any of these teams that need help down low, pause, super pause for that, double pause, picked him up? Because he would definitely be an asset. He has championship experience. He knows what it's like to be in the playoffs. He knows what it's like to be the man on the team and to be a role player. I don't know what the fuck he did, but he could have helped a few teams out this year.
Mase, do you second that?
No. I think basketball wise that Dwight Howard is definitely a game changer, that he can help teams win. He could block shots, he can defend, all those things. But sometimes the things that come up off the court is probably what people fear or what they don't want to bring to their organization. If he gets those things behind him, then maybe hopefully he'll be back in the NBA, and that's what I would hope for him. That he can get all of that stuff behind him. But while those things are going on, people rarely like to get themselves into other people's lawsuits or different things like that. Especially if somebody try to sue you, nobody want to add their name to the lawsuit for the chance to win a basketball game. It's almost like when people go through divorces and they got a wife that's suing everybody. Niggas is not trying to tie their business with yours.
That's a great point. Absolutely. Great take. And that's probably why nobody's picking them up.
Yeah.
You're absolutely right. What I would say, though, to that, and I'm not disagreeing with you, but he could get all that stuff behind him is wow.
Pause. Yeah, I did say pause.
You didn't.
Definitely not a pause.
You didn't, and you know who you're talking about, so you needed to emphasize it. Pause. You're supposed to emphasize it too. I'm telling you. I've been waiting patiently. That's how I know you didn't say pause. I didn't interrupt you. I didn't say nothing. I waited.
Okay.
But congratulations to the Minnesota Timberwolves, though, man. Definitely,
Yeah, shout out to
it was
them,
refreshing. Yeah, refreshing to see somebody new play this year.
Definitely. Okay, and then last question before we wrap. The Mavs advanced to the Western Conference Finals after eliminating OKC in a close 117-116 game. How do you guys feel about the way the game ended?
Killer, you gotta share that. I was on a flight. I didn't get to see the actual ending, but because I kind of the
All right,
thing
so
went
look,
on.
I'll break it down for you. I'll break it down for you so you could kind of understand. Okay, and pardon me if I'm off by a point or two. OKC was basically down 2 points with like 15, 16 seconds. And pardon me if I got the time messed up. It was really less than 20 seconds, I know. They got fouled before you inbounded the ball. So somebody from Dallas fouled OKC. And that means they get the foul shot and the ball. SGA makes the foul shot, they get the ball back, and they score. So now they're up. Either they're up one or it's tied, pardon me. I'm not sure. I believe they was up one. Dallas gets the ball with about 7 seconds left or some time like that. OKC has no timeouts. They're playing defense. They're playing great defense. It comes down to the wire. They shoot a shot. Dallas, that is, and SGA fouls the nigga for a 3-point shot, and they were down 2. So that's how the game ended because they made both foul shots to put them up 1, and then they missed the second foul shot on purpose. And so SGA had 35 points, but he kind of fouled the nigga. Not even kind of, he fouled the nigga with 2 seconds left to put Dallas up. So some people are like, damn, SGA shouldn't have made the foul, but you wouldn't be there without SGA. So I'll answer the question first. Just wanted to break the scenario down to you. OKC, this will be a great learning experience for them. Before I get to how the game ended, they're young. They got a great young team, and for them to even get to this point was tremendous. SGA, he turned into Superman when he needed to be Superman at the end of the game. I think he should have turned it on a little earlier because they had a double-digit lead. I would have hopped on, pause on it, quick pause. As soon as I seen the lead get to fucking single digits. When they got down to like 5 points, SGA turned it on. He went crazy. And he locked Kyrie down for a couple plays too on the defensive end. But they're young and they're learning. And, you know, you got Jason Kidd over there, great mind. You got Kyrie Irving over there, champion. You got Luka Doncic, who wants it more than anybody in the world. Like I said before, these people from overseas, these players, I should say, they don't get hurt. Even if they hurt, they still playing. You know, it doesn't matter because, like we said, they left their family to come play in the NBA. But as far as the game ended, that was a terrible foul on SGA. I know he wanted to contest the shot, but I would have tried to take my chances with him making that shot as opposed to putting him on the foul line for 3 shots. So I know it's going to hurt, but they guys got a great future. OKC, that is. And good luck to the Dallas Mavericks moving forward.
Yeah, you know, Sham called me before one of the games, and he was like, "Yo, we about to get these niggas out of here." He did say that, so he let me know that Dallas was coming to send them home. So it wasn't a surprise to Dallas. That's exactly what they came to do. Pause was send OKC home. They was definitely not trying to have things go any further than that.
Yeah, shout out to Sham Guard. Good luck moving forward, man. We rooting for you.
And there you have it. Well, that's all the time that we have for today. Thanks for watching. And as always, it is what it is.
I'm about to get some morning.